Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second edition in this Planet Coaster thing. It's called Spyrexian Park. I decided to ditch Spyrexian Land because, I don't know, Spyrexian Park sounds better. More like a park, more natural. So in this episode, still no rides yet. I'm planning on doing that next episode, some rides and things. I get the main pathway done, which goes around the central mountain, which I think looks pretty cool. And I start working on the courtyard, the food court. Most theme parks have one, as far as everyone I've been to has. And I also put in a front entrance and do a bit of editing there to make it look very nice. I've decided to use pre-built things because I don't really have the building capabilities to actually build my own shops, and this is much quicker. And to be honest, it's not that exciting watching people build shops. It's more exciting watching them architect the park, I guess, and build coasters. I plan to have a coaster going around the central mountain at some point, but I'm not quite there yet. So first of all, this is the layout for the food court. I use a square pathway because, court. You can't really make a courtyard with just normal paths. It's very difficult. So I just did it with square paths. And when I make food courts, I like to put a central thing in the middle, just so people can eat around. With kind of, it's not just one big square. It's got a bit of natural in the middle, so you can see me decorating that to make it look pretty nice. So this probably won't be the only food court. I might add smaller ones, but this will be like the main area. The idea of it is to maybe make it like the sort of place where families can go, oh yeah, go off, do your thing, but make sure you meet us back at this food court. So you can see me starting to add some ATMs and stuff here. It's pretty important, and then I start adding some shops. I'm trying to keep it very clean, like a Planet Coaster theme, but unfortunately I couldn't find a Planet Coaster theme for that first aid building there, so that's Caribbean. Hopefully people won't mind, it looks pretty nice. And I had a bit of trouble getting the pathway to go into the toilets here. You can see me struggling here, doing various things. It was a bit of a nightmare to try and get to work, and even with the finished result, it still doesn't fit. But I did the best I could, and unless you're really zooming in, it looks pretty nice. So I was very happy with it. You can see me lining it up with the wood. Yeah, the work here. There's little gaps, but it doesn't really matter again. So just getting that to work, and that's the final result. I thought it looked alright, so I kept it. I was pretty happy with that. Then I started putting in some gift shops, and sometimes you find like gift shops and stuff at a food court. Usually you actually have them when you're exiting the park, but whatever. Put it in the food court. Why not? Makes it look a bit more decorated. Now I'm starting to put in some drink shops, that kind of thing, some food. I found a really nice food one. You'll see it here. Unfortunately, I couldn't use that corner one, but I just used this one in the end. And this building actually fitted really well in. You can see me. I get a pathway through it, and that looks really nice. So I was very happy with that. And then I started putting in some more trees and all that kind of stuff to decorate it. So I was very, very happy with how the courtyard turned out. It turned out better than all my other attempts on offline ones. Well, this is an offline one too, but ones I haven't recorded. I've had a bit more practice. So I just decorated it, then I decided to put some various trees and stuff around the courtyard to make that area look more natural, thumbnail worthy. Put in some more popular trees and clusters, put a few more cluster trees in that look really nice. And those trees I just put in before, you can actually see them from the front entrance, and if you look closely at the thumbnails, you can see them. Looks really, I don't know, makes it look very natural, and I imagine it'll look better when I start putting rides in. Because of all the bumpiness, I had a bit of trouble with the courtyard, and you'll see some parts of it are a little bit sloped in, but there wasn't really much I could do about that. But I wasn't really going to correct it too much, I just went with it. And then I found this really awesome building, the park entrance. I thought, okay, yep, have to use this. You can see it looks awesome. Like whoever designed that, well done. You did a fantastic job. It looks looks pretty great. So I put that in. You can see it here. Just a great entrance to the park. And then I have a bit of trouble getting all the pathways to look nice. I came up with a almost symmetrical result in the end, but because there's a little dip on the left side here, I couldn't quite get it there. You'll see the dip when I start working on the other side. But all in all, still ended up good, so I was happy with it. So I got that side working okay. This side I had a few more troubles with. Unfortunately, you'll see me here trying to get it to work. It's uneven. It's just look at it. It's frustrating. I was going crazy over it. It doesn't matter. So then I just started editing the park, and I started to put some special effects in, which normally I leave till last because it slows down my computer. I really noticed my computer was struggling today. I was like, I barely put in anything, it's already struggling. And then I realized that it was still on Ultra, the whole recording, because I'd put it on Ultra the previous recording to get the thumbnail, so I was like, okay, well, I know I can run Planet Coaster at Ultra just fine, so that's all good. With the benches and bins, I went for a much cleaner look. I could have used some more rustic things. I think that's the word. Look, I put them in here, wooden things. Wooden. Rust. Who cares, Put in some blue chairs. Blue's my favorite color. There you go. I'm going to quiz you if I ever get fans. Yeah, that'll never happen. So then I'm putting in some bubbles and things, because kids love bubbles. Some confetti as well. I'll put that in later. Again, hopefully they're not too graphic intensive, because otherwise I'm pretty screwed. I'll have to remove them later on. You can see the main park's kind of starting to take form now with the shape of what I want it to be. I'll probably have things branching off from the main path of set up around that mountain later, like rides and things like that. So that'll look pretty good, hopefully. I played around with the idea of putting some lakes in, you'll see that soon, but first I put in some security cameras to keep an eye on the place, and it makes it look more natural. I think of security cameras as a decoration in sandbox mode, because it makes the park seem more realistic again. It's got security cameras in it. And I think this is where, I started playing around with the idea of lakes, but it ended up looking really artificial, and you'll see that. Just give me a second. See how it's just the two little lakes. It looks very dug out, I was going for that effect, but in the end it just looked too try-hardy kind of thing. So I ditched it and I reversed it. It's just all good. I love Planet Coaster. Hell, lets me do that. I then decided it'd probably be a good idea to have an alternate route into it, so I added another pathway in. The other one's kind of narrow, so I was worried it might get a bit congested when the park is more busy. Then I added some decorations for that path, just to make it look a little bit nice. Some crimson trees, I love those. Some few plants, look at that. Perfect symmetry. And I have a little look of it. I was very happy with the way that turned out. And yeah, that pretty much wraps up the video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like it. It really helps me out and lets me know that you guys enjoy my content. If you want to be notified when a new video comes out, please subscribe. If you have anything you'd like to say or any recommendations for what you'd like me to do, be sure to comment down below. And as always, hasta la vista. Or is it hasta la vista? Huh. Is my outro outdated? I don't know. I don't know if I should replace the text or keep it for nostalgia. I mean, like, no one watches this far into the video anyway, but, I just put this in as like an Easter egg. If you watch this far, you can say in the comments you're a true die-hard fan. You have to quote those words, though, or else I won't know. Alright, see you guys. Bye.